Slow-braised short rib with pipi rigate pasta. It's comfort food at its best for me. And the beef is the star. You want to use a really nice braising cut, and short rib for me is perfect for that, especially when cooking at home. It comes just underneath the rib cage on the forequarter. Once the brisket's removed, you get to the short rib, and it's a beautiful meat, really juicy, lots of marbling, and it just slow cooks perfectly. I mean, look at that. Absolutely juicy. And what you've got to remember, fat's flavor, guys. It really is. So that's going to cook up so well. I'm just going to start off by seasoning quite generously, and we're going to season again once it's in the pan. But want to get a nice hit of salt on this. Remember, beef loves salt. Don't under-season your beef. So important. And then a nice hot pan, no other fat going in. I'm going to render the natural fats in this beef. Give it a little push down so that you've got contact and you get a nice, even seal. This will take a couple of minutes just to brown off nicely. I know I always say mirepoix is the base of so much cooking, okay? Onions, carrots, celery, garlic. It's super important, especially a slow cook, to really bring out the true flavors of that beautiful beef. It doesn't need to be finely chopped. I'm just doing nice slices. I want it to break down a little bit slower. I don't want it to burn in the pan. You can even use a whole garlic bulb. Just cut it straight down the middle and pop that in so it really releases that beautiful flavors nice and slowly. So you can see, starting with a hot pan, that's rendered really nicely quite quickly. And that Maillard reaction is so important with cooking with beef. The caramelization, the breaking down of the fats, it's just a flavor starter. But make sure it's nicely sealed on each side. Doesn't need to be a long seal on the sides, just touch it. So they're looking nicely sealed now. So I'm gonna pop those out. And guys, short ribs, they're really versatile. There's so many different ways of cooking it. As a chef, I do love a sous vide first, like cooking it in a water bath and then finishing it off over fire or charcoal grill so you get that beautiful caramelization. But the most important thing, you want it to be tender. So it is a slow cooking process, but that process can change. So water bath and then a grill, beautiful. So I'm just going in now with my mirepoix. So my onion, my celery, my carrot, and my garlic. So I'm just going to sweat this down so it's nice and translucent. So they're looking nice and translucent now. So I'm going to add in my tomato paste. Those of you who watch the show a lot know I'm obsessed with cooking out the tomato paste first. So just move everything to the side, let it have contact with the pan, and just let it brown slightly first. Really makes it much more bold and punchy. Takes away some of that acidity as well. Doesn't take long, a few seconds is all it needs. Now I've got some beautiful herbs here. Oh, the freshness of that rosemary and the bay and the thyme. Fresh herbs with a slow cook makes such a difference. I'm gonna go in now with a little pinch of vinegar. And then I'm gonna deglass with some red wine. Everything I've done so far, it's just the base of so many different casseroles and stews and sauces. But really, if you get this stage right, it makes an absolutely beautiful ragu at the end. So you can see it starting to simmer away already. I'm gonna add in some brown sugar, and that's just to help balance the acidity from the tomatoes, which I'm going in now, and the tomato paste as well. I'm gonna pop the short ribs on top, and then I'm gonna let it gently simmer for probably 3 to 4 hours. Really nice, low and slow. If you need to top it up with liquid. Just keep an eye on it. It shouldn't need too much love, but it needs a little bit. It will be totally worth it in the end. So I'm just gonna let this come to the boil now, drop it right back to a low simmer, pop the lid on, and let it cook away. All right, our short ribs are almost there, pretty much ready to shred. The sauce is looking really thick and indulgent. The ragu is gonna be amazing. So it's time to cook the pasta and pull the meat. So that meat, you can see it's ready to just fall off the bone. Oh, look at that. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. So we're just gonna pull it now. It doesn't need to pull completely. I don't want baby food. I want nice chunk-like bits of short rib in there. So pull it until it's done. All right, it's all nicely pulled. I've taken the bones out as well, and any of the bigger herbs that you can see, remove them as well. Small bits, doesn't matter. I'm gonna season it up generously. Some salt, some pepper, and then we're gonna give that a nice little mix. And then we're gonna go straight in with our pasta. Now, a little bit of pasta water in there is what we need as well, okay? So don't worry about draining it too much. That starchy pasta water will help bring it all together, just thicken it ever so slightly. The pasta shape you choose for something like this, guys, is so important. I always like something with a nice hole tube, something that's gonna grip the sauce. So pipi rigate is perfect for this. And just fold that through. You want the sauce and the pasta to become one. It's the beauty of a ragu. A lot of people don't think to use short rib for something like this, but it's such a good braising meat. And it goes so far, those 3 ribs. Beautiful, saucy, nice little bits of beef in there. And of course, just to finish it off, a little bit of palmy. That's my kind of pasta dish. A slow cook for that beef, honestly, it's totally worth it. The ragu, the sauce, oh, so much flavor, guys. You have to give this a try.